When the Ar-Adûnâim first arrived at Ered, routing out the Harajim garrison, most of the town folk was scared. I was too young at the time to serve in the army of the Serpent Lord, but witnessed the banner of the Black Snake being pulled down from atop the keep and replaced by the banner of Númenor. The soldiers of the Ar-Adûnâim were taller, stronger and better equipped than those native to these lands, and had little trouble taking care of the garrison. My father fought as a pikeman in the siege, but laid down his arms, like many others, when the situation was untenable. We assumed that our new oppressors would put us to the sword, or at least some of us, as to make an example. But instead, those that fought to defend Ered were rewarded for their bravery, such as my father. The wounded were healed and the hungry fed. The Ar-Adûnâim have brought peace and prosperity to these lands, constructing libraries, roads and smithies. When they opened the conscription camp and offered to train the young men of the city, there was no doubt in my mind to serve our true king. Like my father before me, I will fight in the phalanx. Our first orders are to march to Chelkar to retake the encampment. It brings me no joy to fight my kinsmen, but I do this for the good of our people. The Ar-Adûnâim are benevolent rulers, and our king Ar-Gimmelkar is the true lord of these lands, for he is the one that will unite all of Middle-earth. Hello my friends and welcome back for episode 40 of our Ar-Adûnâim campaign in 3rd Age Total War Divide and Conquer. And we are starting off this episode immediately with the Siege of Isengard. Our army, which is alright, it's okay, it's the remnants of Ginead, along with the catapult here, it's the remnants of Foldberg, or the catapult, against Ilkrun, the Guardian of Isengard, and a couple of Orc defenders. So without further ado, let's see, nothing special there. Okay, is he the faction heir or something? Or faction leader? Doesn't seem like he is. Nope, just a general. Alright, I'll see you on the battlefield.
Muster your courage, men!
There we are. Beautiful. Okay, there we are. The Tower of the Orthanc. Finally we can reclaim it, and thus claim the second to last Palantir that's still out there in the world, which puts us at 3 Palantir, which by my house rule means we can toggle Fog of War whenever I please, but I won't abuse it too much. Originally I was going to actually record an Elder Scrolls Total War session at this moment, but my game just wouldn't start up for whatever reason, so I rebooted my computer, and then when I tried to launch Medieval 2, or well, the Elder Scrolls Total War, Steam just told me, hey, Medieval 2 isn't installed, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? It is installed. But Steam just didn't want to believe me, so I actually had to re-download half the game for whatever reason. I'm very happy it didn't mess up any of my files, but then when I wanted to boot the Elder Scrolls Total War, it just didn't want to launch. It kept crashing. So I assumed that by reinstalling Medieval 2 it changed the path files or something like that, which Divide and Conquer doesn't really care about too much, I guess. But we'll try to figure it out what the problem is with the Elder Scrolls Total War. Now I also want to give a quick shout out to Mr. Sam Epen, I hope I pronounced your name right, because he suggested, kind of as an answer to the dreadful battle of Ginead in the previous episode, that I were to make an army composed entirely out of siege equipment. Catapults, ballista, you name it. Just to invoke our fear and invoke our terror upon these dreaded ballista towers that have given us so much grief, not just in the previous episode, not just in all the campaign, but in all the campaigns we've ever done. They've always worked on my nerves, and I think that is an excellent idea, so we're going to do that. Okay, I think we might just be able to place our own units on the walls and use those against them. They do have staircases everywhere, so it's not really a point of trying to block entranceways. Okay. Taking Isengard is kind of a big deal. I'm not exactly sure if it triggers a Doomstack. I don't think it actually does. I think it only triggers when they're below 3 settlements. So we should be alright. But even if it does trigger a Doomstack, if we can't hold Isengard, which I think we can, but even if we can't, I'll happily destroy everything inside here just to prevent them from trading more units. I can only imagine that the settlement of Isengard is by far their biggest source of new units. We are in range with our archers, which is absolutely wonderful. There we go, just shredding them. So this should put a big hamper on things for them. Can't imagine we'll be seeing more Nazkai or armored berserkers popping out of any other settlements anytime soon. whilst we, on the other hand, are just producing more and more units. And I do imagine they'll also besiege at Balon and Kirithiaur, and we should be able to repel those attacks pretty easily. All that just to say that I do feel quite confident to war against Isengard. And I did always state that out of all the late game factions, Isengard, if they're big, is the scariest, just because they have really good units and they just churn them out like crazy. Dunland, for example, has a bigger region, they have more settlements, but their units are just trash. Like, I'm not that worried about their units. Gondor is also pretty scary in the late game, of course, but Gondor doesn't exist. Out of all the factions that currently exist, I do mean. Maybe the Woodland Realm could also give us some issues. Dwarves I'm not really too concerned about. Angmar, not that concerned about either. By the time we reach Angmar, we already have like half Eriador, I imagine, so. Alright, those Orc Defenders are crumbling. But yeah, I always find it annoying when Steam starts pulling out bullshit like that, and it always turns me into an old man, in a way. Like, back in the day, if I wanted to play a game, I'd just boot up the PlayStation 2, yeah, I'm that old, and then I would just pop in the game that I wanted to play, and there we are, I was playing a game. And nowadays, it's like, oh, you want to play that game? Well, first you need to update your console. System update, whatever. Then you need to install the game on your hard drive and still download day one patches, etc, etc. If right now I wanted to be like, hey, I want to play some Red Dead Redemption 2 on the PlayStation, I'd have to be like, thinking of that 3 hours before I actually want to play. Are you hiding behind your tank? Just because it takes so damn long to get everything installed and everything set up and ready to go, and it's like, ugh. I don't know that far ahead what I want to play. But yeah, I'm an old man. I love to complain. If I'm not complaining about Ballista Towers, which this map does not have, you know, I need to find something else I can complain about, right? Alright, crossbows, you go ham. Already killed over half their army, with only 1% casualties on our side. So even if they get a Doom stack, I think we'll be fine. And Doom stacks do get progressively less scary because we have stronger and stronger units. In the beginning of the game, they're very, very scary because you don't have any counters to it. But as the game goes on, well, we have sufficient counters to an Isengard Doom stack. And I don't think an Isengard Doom stack consists of that scary of a force. A couple post-barracks event units, but probably also a lot of pre-barracks event units. Ooh, nice shot. Yeah, having an army full of catapults and full of ballistae, it does sound very, very appealing. Eat shit, general. Friggin' Uruk-hai assholes. Run away! Run away! I'll happily use all my shots, buddy. I want to minimize my own casualties as much as possible. If that means just waiting, then I will. I hope you guys are all doing well. It is almost the end of the year, and some people are, of course, under the, how do you say that? They think that when the clock magically turns to 2021, everything will be magically better. That won't be the case, of course, but I think overall 2021 will be better than 2020. I mean, it really has to blow a whole lot to be worse than 2020 as a whole. Alright, 48 of you, couple 200 to 300 of you, keep fighting, but honestly, let's send in the infantry. Let's take them down, boys. I was actually watching Galu's Anduin Vale videos earlier, and in the latest one, or maybe the second to latest one, depending on when this video goes up, he featured a face cam in like the top right of his screen right here. Which is also similar to what I'll be doing for the 10k live stream. But I was wondering what you guys thought about that. I found it was pretty fun. Maybe I would have made it a little bit bigger because the way he set it up was very, very tiny in like the outmost corner of his screen. But some people in the comments said it was distracting, and that's something that I've also been thinking of after the 10k live stream, whether or not I will include the face cam in videos as well. And I don't think I would do it for the Total War stuff, maybe for some of the other stuff. Kind of depends on the game, but I'd love to hear your opinion about it, of course, as always. This is still a democracy. Just because I make the executive decisions doesn't mean you don't have input. But I'm curious to see what you guys think about that. Whether or not you would like to see it included in more videos and more series, or just only for streams or only for specific games, etc. Let me know. Okay, I don't have a cute cat, unfortunately, to feature. I do have Miss Izzy that I can feature, which is also fun. And maybe I can bring her dog in as well at some point. Alright, now it's just a matter of encircling them and taking them down. Pretty easy. Orc defenders are, I think, the worst defenders. Don't think any other units get close to that. Could make for an interesting comparison video. Which faction has the best defenders and which the weakest. Unfortunate there aren't Uruk-hai defenders. They do just share the orc pool. Maybe they could even use like Dunlanding defenders. That would be pretty interesting. Oh, and I need to log out on Steam. My bad. That's because I had to restart everything. There we go. Alright, let's kill the general, the steward of Orthanc. Now let's see if we can find Saruman the White in here somewhere. We haven't seen him in a while. Maybe he's off leading conquests, God knows where. Maybe he also sailed to Valinor, who knows. 31 casualties for well over 1,000 kills. That is beautiful. I didn't think we'd get that few casualties. That is very, very nice. So we basically got Isengard for free. 192 by the Nardutarik. 172 crossbows as well. Very, very good. Nice. Oh. And my game crashed. Okay, I'll be back in just a moment then. Okay, so I'm not sure why my game crashed. I think reinstalling some of the files really messed up some stuff. I will just auto-win this battle. I mean, we might even suffer more casualties from an auto-win. Oh, no, well, it really doesn't matter all that much. 30 lads ain't gonna make a difference in the grand scheme of things. Not sure why my game crashed. I don't think I can occupy it. 27,000's a lot to massacre, though. I could try occupying it. Public order is gonna be a bitch, but it's a good settlement. Although I don't actually think I can upgrade it anyway, so does it really matter? Fuck it. Please make sure I can upgrade it. Ah, curses. Well, we still have 9,000. We're growing pretty rapidly, so we should be alright. And there we go, another Palantir, the Orthanc stone, in our possession. It's a bit of a shame that we don't get any special bonuses. They are of Númenor descent, right? So we should be able... I feel like we should get some bonuses from it, but hey, there we go. Let's rename Isengard to... I haven't done any renaming in a while, but this one makes more sense thematically. Angranost, which I do believe is the original name of Isengard. Angranost, there we go. And let us repair the Citadel and the Chieftain's Hall. Only 2 recruitment slots. Why is that? Oh, because our Chieftain's Hall is broken. Aha. That should put us at 8 recruitment slots, which is pretty damn nice. Or actually 6 in total. I think it works like that. We also have a guild house there because we can train Ar-Adûnâim armsmen. Let's see, where is that? Least ground you can go. Where is the guild house? Brawler's Hall. Yeah, that allows us to get Ar-Adûnâim armsmen. That's pretty damn good. I think that's the highest tier as well because we get 2 experience. Let's start with culture and then we'll get trade routes afterwards. So that is a big, big, big blow to the forces of Isengard. Shakur... We do have more forces already coming in, so Eisenrun will also fall very, very soon. These armies are going to try to attack us. I hope they attack me and don't keep moving. That would be terrible. But I do still have a lot of money to spend, so I might just... could also retrain some units instead. Get some new forces. We'll need them, fortunately. I do have a lot of money. Let's see. You guys are coming in. Chelkar will soon fall. Good, good, good. And then hopefully we can just finish off Harad once and for all. Okay. Let's start our massive siege equipment army. Except here, we want to keep retraining lads. I'll keep the governor in there for now. I really need more catapults though. Catapult maker. Ballista maker. I want an army of catapults. Oh yes. Start building those catapult makers. Start churning them out. We've got the Grand Bazaar there. Let's also check how things are going in Umbar. We're getting the port there. Good. I want to get the Black Haven sorted out as quickly as possible. Let's see, I got a couple more troops here that I want to retrain, so let's get some more culture. We'll need them soon enough. Should probably send these Lebanon Marines north for retraining. At this point, my empire is so big that I really don't want to min-max everything, because that would just take forever. So honestly, I'll just focus on troops and investing. Catapults, nice. Investing in catapults. Actually, I really don't need low-tier units at this point. Rather just have you get some advanced barracks then. More culture as well. Archery range, stuff like that, just so you can get better units. Tariq Gimilkad, yes, we're building the armor there. Beautiful. Okay, I think we can spend the rest of our cash. Let's get a couple more units in these settlements. Nimruben, you can go to Entwade, which was originally your target. We do have some more elites here, which we can also send north towards Karabzadan. If I can get any Naranara units, I will, but they seem to be off cool now for the most part. Okay, they are still besieging Helm's Deep. I wouldn't mind a battle here. Even if we lose it, we can just retake with the Dunadabel right away. So I'm not too concerned. Foldberg will also get attacked. It would only be a temporary setback, mind you, so we should be okay. So yeah, I think I'll spend the rest of the money on buildings. Might upgrade that. Erui. I can get a conscription camp there. Public order should be fine. We can get some new units, which is always fun. These settlements are actually quite important. I should focus on them. If I can retrain units or train new units. House culture. It's growing. Let's get a Great Hall then. Thanduin. Right, I almost forgot that was on the siege as well. We should be able to hold that though. It does have ballista towers. As OP as they are, they can also work on my side, in my favor, once in a while. We are building in most settlements, which is fantastic. Mason's Guild House, spend the last of our cash. Oh, jolly, look at that. We are just swimming in it. And we haven't even taken Khazad-dûm yet. Yet, mind you. Okay, Tirethraid. What can I get over there? If it wasn't... If there were Haradrim units in there, I would have gotten it, but... Okay, I think that's all for this turn. I'm going to save, because crashing seems to be a little bit more prevalent today. I do expect a couple attacks. Arkar-Buzawathon probably. Thanduin's also pretty probable, as well as Balon. Gimel-Chad. I could park the Gimel-Chad behind... I know his original plan was to go to Mithlon, but that would also take so much longer. How about a little bit of a detour? I'll park him here. He can help wipe out the forces of Balon.
Yes, my lord.
Are you in the reinforcement position? No, you need to be there. Can you... If that doesn't work, he should be in reinforcement range, right? I don't know how this game works sometimes. Should be good, right? To make himself a little bit more useful, because right now he's just rowing and not doing anything. Alright, anyway, I'll see you all back on turn number 155. Okay, siege on Foldberg. Any attacks? No. Well, that's a surprise. I'm very surprised. I think Isengard is kind of panicking because we've taken most of their core settlements and we've pushed the border all the way up to the Eisen. So I think that other armies are just prone to being less aggressive. Anyway, they do get a Doomstack. The Uruk-tide. Isengard has fallen. The Tower of Orthanc and all its secrets have been stolen from Saruman. But the White Wizard will not stand for it. All his research and power has been gathered here, and he is loath to let this humiliation stand. Now the minions of the White Hand gather around him, prepared for, I assume, a great assault upon their own fortress. Their armour is thick, their shields are broad, and their rage knows no end. Isengard will be reclaimed, even should Saruman need to return by climbing a mountain of his own minions. Well, I hope Saruman returns. I'd love to kill him personally. So general's always useful. Orthanc overrun, yes. And civil disorder, why the hell not? Okay, so... yeah, he actually lifted the siege of Thanduin because he doesn't border that region anymore, so he's not interested in it all that much. Alright, let's start by taking Rochburg, just because then that guy, I assume, will just walk all the way home. We'll intercept him somewhere along the way. Seems he does get defenders. 1 unit of defenders. We still should be alright with the units we have. Alright, let's jump in there.
The troops are assembled. Prepare for battle.
Oh, and my game crashed again. What the hell's going on? Okay, it worked this time. I really don't know what the hell's happening with my game. What I do know is that for the 10k livestream, I will be just installing a fresh version of Divide and Conquer. Actually, I'll be installing a custom version, because Commander Soul, who you might know from the modding team of Divide and Conquer, or the moderating team, I should say, or also his own mod, Conflicts of Eriador, and he's also been featured on the channel a little bit, will be making a custom version of the game for the 10k livestream, with some custom scripts, custom generals, custom retinue, all that kind of fun stuff. So I'll need a fresh install anyway, and I think that will also be good for the stability of the game, which is a little bit lacking all of a sudden. I do think it has everything to do with Steam just bugging out and forcing me to reinstall specific files. But it's kind of strange that if that would have an impact, I would assume it would always have an impact. So it would always crash at a specific point. But it seems it just crashes, but then if I reload it, it works fine. So it's a little strange. We'll see. Maybe it's just having a bit of a rough day. If it happens too often, I'll just have to find a solution for it, I guess. Or yeah, we'll see. Either way, even if the entire campaign is kaput, I wouldn't even mind it all that much. Campaign's finished in my mind. But we'll see. I'm not going to end it prematurely, as long as the crashing isn't too bad. Alright, get in there, boys! I brought you because you are the finest warriors of Gondor. And also you guys are cool. Don't think I'm dissing you. No, don't worry. I was just boosting their morale, okay? I forgot those other guys are Gondorian as well. Oh god, they're gonna hate me. Okay, they're behind the damn thing, which is a little bit annoying. What if I place you there? Place you there. Place you here. Will this work? I do not know. But now is as good a time as any as to be a little bit creative. Don't attack, just stay there. Just chill. To be honest, I was actually thinking about it a little bit back. How Divide and Conquer version 4.5 is incredibly stable. It's pretty much as stable as the vanilla game. If you remember, or maybe you don't remember, but I remember definitely, the older versions of Divide and Conquer, or even Third Age Total War itself, would crash a whole lot more. A whole lot more. Okay, if you're in range, you're not in range. Damn, I thought you had better range than that. Alright, the bodyguard is right there. You should be able to actually snipe him. That would be hilarious. Just one-shot that motherfucker. Alright, they're gonna probably move out, and then my archers will be in range. Use some fire ammo, why not? Spice it up a little bit. Hey, there you go. Ooh, that was a good shot. Oh my god. You smell that? Smells like burning Uruk-hai, baby. Alright, those guys are coming for me. Send in the Gondorians. Ballista fight on the defenders. The Gondorians, I think, outclass the bodyguard. 12, 24, 10, 12. Okay, they don't outclass them, but they do outnumber them, so we should be alright. Now I'm starting to have some doubts. They're dropping very fast. Okay, we'll be fine. A couple stinky defenders gonna do, eh? Knock me off my ballista. Okay, they're gonna do exactly that. Pull back. This battle's going a little bit rougher than I expected. We'll be fine. Hold your ground. Flank with the ballista crew! Give this guy some experience. Oh, they're actually doing alright. I wonder what their stats are for defense. But what is their attack of the ballista crew? I really do wonder. And do they get boosted by having XP? I think they should, right? Alright, get in there. It's a bit of a messy battle, but hey. This is literally just the smallest army I could gather that was capable of destroying the garrison of Rochburg. Okay. Now we have surrounded them. You are dying to a ballista crew, you fool! Just bully that poor guy out of existence. Alright, ballista crew, you're not done yet. This is a complete waste of a ballista crew, but I don't care. As long as you guys can still man 4 ballistae, I am more than happy. And hopefully the game doesn't crash after resolving this.
Our men have taken control of the
There we go. Fight! Fight for your right to party! Beautiful. Yeah, they're pretty much done. The battle is over, we have the high ground. And that means we hold all the lands of Rohan, which is pretty nice. If you want to, we can get conscription camps everywhere and just get a lot of Rohirrim units, but they're not really that great. They're alright. Cavalry's good, that's all I really care about. 71 casualties for 279 kills. It's over a 3-kill death ratio, so I am most pleased. Ballista killing 95. I really want to know how many they killed in melee. Good job, guys. Oh, and look at that, it crashed again. So it seems the game just crashes whenever I start a battle, or whenever I end the battle. Alright, I guess I'll see you back on the campaign map in just a moment then. So, yeah, I guess I'll just auto-win it. We can't keep doing this, though. We need to find a solution. I really don't know what the... Actually, I think I might know what the issue is. So don't count... Statsman Robbie, if you're watching right now, don't count these stats. Count the real ones. I think the issue might be that LAA is no longer properly applied. Because Steam might have reinstalled the Medieval 2.exe file. I think that's the reason. Okay, anyway, can I occupy it? No, I can't. It's extremely populous. Okay, well, I guess what I'm gonna do is actually pause the recording here for a moment. It's gonna be hell to sync up everything properly. But I'm gonna pause the recording here. I'll be back in just a moment for you guys. But what I'm gonna do is close the game real quick, just save, and reapply LAA. Which, if you don't know what LAA is, you'll know it if you've installed Divide and Conquer yourself, but basically it is a modification to the game that allows it to use more than, I think, 2 gigabytes of RAM. I think Medieval 2 standard uses only 2 gigabytes of RAM, and with LAA they use 4, I think. Or maybe it's standard uses 4 and then it goes up to 8, I'm not quite sure. But either way, that's probably the reason for the game crash. So I'll be back in just a moment. You guys won't even notice that I'm gone. And yeah, hopefully everything is fixed then. Alright, here we are again. So I have reapplied the large address aware, and I really hope that fixed the issue. We'll find out in just a moment. Nothing all that much happened, really, actually, at the end of the turn. I really expected more to happen. Anyway, Captain Arbazan. You have a ballista, so we don't actually have to wait. Look at that. We can have a bit of a civil war, if you please, because we do have a couple of Haradrim units in this army. We had some before in the siege of Chelkar. We had 1 Haradrim pike unit, but this time we're bringing in the Trollmen warriors, we're bringing in Southron lancers, we're bringing in Hashari blades, and the pikes again. Actually, we also had Southron lancers before, but the Hashari blades and the Trollmen warriors are new. And I think they're actually completely new to the channel as well, because I've never played Harad before. Captain Van Vaar has nothing too exciting. They all have high XP, but they're so depleted. There's only 856 of them. We have close to 3,000. So I can't say I'm too worried. Let's jump in and hopefully don't suffer any crashes.
Give them no quarter this day, men. Take up
Alright, no crashing during the start of the battle, which is just fantastic. It's a good start. We'll see if it keeps up. So if you guys are watching and you suddenly experience crashing like that, the problem is 100%, or not 100%, but probably LAA, or large address aware. Let's take a look at some of these units. The Hashari blades look quite cool. They're like part of Assassin's Creed. 15 attack, which is incredibly high, 8 charge, which is also incredibly high for an infantry unit, and 14 defense, which is quite low, but 8 of it is in defense skill. So in melee, these guys absolutely slap ass. The Southern Lancer, we already know them. The Trollmen warriors, let's take a look at them. Look pretty cool. Apparently their armor is made out of Mumakil bones. Last time I was making fun of them because they were wearing cardboard, but apparently those are bones of the Mumakil. 12 attack, 6 charge, and 15 defense. So They seem slightly worse than the Hashari Blades, right? They have higher attack and only slightly higher defense, but they have 2 hit points, so you can effectively double their defense, as well as frighten nearby enemy infantry, which is pretty damn useful actually, especially in combination with other frightening units like the Naru Royal Knights and the Azrazair Warriors. Rest of the units, doesn't really matter all that much. I'm mainly going to use my archers anyway to whittle them down before we send in the infantry. There we go. Gondorians and Haradrim and Ar-Adûnâim warriors all fighting under one banner. The dream of the 7-nation army now seems closer to fruition than ever before. Yeah, you better run with those pikes. You better run, buddy. Alright. Let's bring forth the missiles. They've got a couple of missile units of their own, right? But not that many. Yeah, Hashari Shadows. They are the female equivalent of the Hashari Blades, and they do fire poison arrows, which is a little bit frightening. But our Weeaboos should be able to return fire against them and absolutely devastate them. Oh, you're actually sallying out, you crazy son of a bitch. You're gonna regret that. Send forth the Gondor militia! Just look at them running out. Pretty cool. Alright, the crossbows will get rid of these guys. They don't have shields. That defense skill is not going to do you a whole lot when you're trying to block bolts. Oh, they're already wavering. They're going to rout soon. You guys, I thought I told you to fight on the Hashari Shadows, who have dropped quite a lot already. They've been effectively halved. You fools! Chelkar belongs to me! It was never yours to begin with. It has always belonged to me. Stop fighting. Ah, the Serpent Bleedsmen. The ones I previously thought were the General's bodyguard. I want my money back, you fools! Hello there. I love like those Hashari Blades ran back and they're like, Serpent Bleedsmen, you guys take care of it. It's crazy out there. And they're like, alright, don't worry. We'll go outside and check what's going on. And I think they're gonna, yeah, they're already regretting that decision. They're like, maybe we should have stayed inside, behind the walls. Ooh, they're dropping fast. That's some fancy armor you get there, but crossbow don't care. Now he's sending in the troll. I'm getting desperate, man. Almost, emphasis on almost. Feel bad for him. They've effectively thrown away 1/3 of their army. Now they're charging in against the Gondor militia, which is an interesting choice. They'll deal some friendly fire, but that's okay. Hello, Haradrim Spearmen. Poor guys. Now, which unit should I send in to do this? I think we should send in some Haradrim units. Would be fun, right? Harad versus Harad. Brothers and sisters fighting among themselves. It's poetic, and it sends a strong message, I think. Also send a strong message to these guys, you know. It's not too late to join us, and if you join us, well, let's just say you'll be on the winning side, for once. Those spears mean nothing. You think some puny spears can stop me? Oh, please. Whilst you might be proficient with the spear, I have the true experts of the spear. I haven't brought them along with me, but just you worry about those Royal Guard. They are very scary. And one day I'll show you. I just don't have them with me right now. If they go to a different school than mine. Let's just go in there and take the gates the old-fashioned way. Send forth, let's see, some Gondor infantry, why not? Some Southron pikes, they'll be very useful. Some Trollmen and some Hashari. Who's fighting? Someone's fighting at me, probably some horse archer cavalry or something. Trollmen champions. Oof. Wish I could train those, that'd be pretty fantastic. Alright, pikes, you can actually have a pretty good time against the Trollmen, right? Alright, let's enjoy this for a little bit. What's so civil about war anyway? I think the pikes will have to destroy the Trollmen warriors. But I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong. You know me. They still have Shari. Oh, Haradrim archers. Do I look like I care about Har-Adûnâim archers? Right. I wish Gondor infantry could do shield wall. I'm actually kinda... I think their spears can do shield wall, right? Alright, let's sandwich their pikes with Trollmen warriors and Hashari blades. That would just make them panic like crazy. If you still have ammo, use it on the Trollmen champions. Ooh, Trollmen warriors versus Trollmen champions. Oh, they're dropping fast. I don't think I'm using them as I should. How do you use Trollmen warriors? I really need to do a Har-Adûnâim campaign. I don't know how to use half my army. Like, my Hashari are dropping like flies. Their attack is high, but their armor is also very high. Oh wait, their attack is high, but their armor is low. So I need to use them more carefully. I think I need to use them more in conjunction with my pikes. Pikes to keep them at bay, and then those guys to flank around. I don't know, man. I don't think I've ever played Harad, even in my own free time. I can't remember it at the very least. Alright, we can flank around like this. That's quite good. We're losing more men than I would have thought. Like, my pikes are dropping very quickly. Their pikes are the same but better, because they have higher stats. Because of experience. Yeah, I kind of threw this one away. I mean, I'm still winning comfortably, but it is a big red light for me that I'm not using the Har-Adûnâim units correctly. Some major underestimation has happened. They just play a little bit different than the typical Ar-Adûnâim approach, where you just rely on brute strength. It seems as Harad, you need to be a little bit more... You need to think, basically, which isn't my strong suit. I will still take it. Finally reclaim Chelkar. I think Harad had it for like 2 or 3 turns, which is 2 or 3 turns too many to my liking. Come on, just die. It's a pretty sad phalanx when it consists of one person, you know? 421 for 851. Not great, not terrible. I'll take it. And now let's hope the game does not crash. And there we go, beautiful. No crashing as well, so it does seem that LAA was the reason. I assume Medieval 2, like, it overwrit the exe when I reinstalled it, or when Steam was, like, re-downloading some files. It's the only logical explanation I can come up with. Okay, anyway, let's restore order here. By getting the Dark Sanctuary. I'll wait until these reinforcements arrive, and then I'll assemble an army, or maybe even 2, to take Gizelkum. Let's see, do you have any reserves over here? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, good. So soon Korondai will fall. One more turn. The reinforcements are just not arriving. That's okay. And then they will be below 3 settlements, so I do expect the Doomstack to pop up. So we should be ready at Finable, which we have some quality units there, but nothing too impressive. We'll see how it goes. Should retrain some of these guys, definitely. Okay, let's take a look north then. Okay, so the army of Isengard is fleeing before the might of the Gimel Chad himself, which I understand. I don't blame you. Okay, what we can do is give the Gimel Chad an even scarier army than he already has by throwing in the Imrothian squires with Nimruzir, and then give chase to Nuzul. He's not pulling out of Kirith Yaur. Actually, yeah, he did pull out of Kirith Yaur with 1 army. I think he knows that things are not looking good for him, so he's just trying to pull back towards his core settlements. So where is the Uruk-tide army? I have 3 Palantir, I can do this. Where does it spawn? Is that it? I assume that's it. So how strong is Isengard at this point? They've got an army here, they've got an army here, which I think I might just sally out and destroy, although I don't have any cavalry. They have an army here, which the Gimel Chad is giving chase to. If I eliminate this army, I can send a small force from Balorn, as well as these guys, which is actually a big force then. I need to pay attention to my public order here. I can send those guys north to take Londangren, as well as Karas. How many summons do they have? Londangren, Karas, Bregnus, that's 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 settlements, that's it. Wow, just take a look at the map, man. We're so big. We're about to get even bigger. Nice. Okay, so... yeah, we should be alright just crushing Isengard then. I can take Ar-Adûnâim to crush either Mugrish or Yagor. Although honestly I think even this guy can hold Foldberg on his own. And then this army, Farazon, he can crush Shakur. Do we have cavalry? We don't have cavalry. We do have a very loud motorcycle passing by in the background. You can go to Entwade. A little bit scared of this guy, but I think he's just going to try to get home, just like the Elves did at Dornarak. Yeah, we do need a couple of extra forces.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, okay, we'll lift the siege at Foldberg, lift the siege at Arkarbu Zabathan, restock our troops at Foldberg, and then just kind of hold this border for now, whilst we push from the northeast, southwest. I think that's the best course of action against Isengard. So first things first, Gimmelchad. This guy is going to try to run. We're not going to let him. Meanwhile, you guys start a second army. Honestly, just take everyone. Sacklethor, you are a better general, but you're also a much better... You're a very good governor. This man could turn the pits of Angmar into the halls of Tyrion inside of a week. He's one of the finest bureaucrats in Middle-earth. Is there any reason to keep him in Balawon? I think Balawon can actually be a pretty wealthy region. It's already raking in a lot of cash. Sure, alright, let's give Nimruzir, your 16-year-old son, a chance to prove himself on the battlefield. We actually have too many troops.
Yes, my lord.
Really?
Your orders, my lord.
Let's merge them. And get rid of the poopy remnants.
Yes, my lord.
Again, still too many forces.
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
I'll leave one unit of Narduzagar in battle for now.
Yes, my lord. Your orders.
There you go. And you guys move north. That is the plan. Okay, Kirithiaur. We don't have any cavalry, but we just outclassed the enemy by a lot.
Yes, my lord.
So I'm thinking, let's take him down. Captain Rongu. And he just has a very, very original army. Just copy-paste Uruk Reavers and Uruk Raiders all across the board, with one unit of archers and one unit of wargs. So this shouldn't be too difficult, to be honest. As a matter of fact, I think this will be quite easy.
Muster your courage, men. We march.
There we are, the beautiful battlefields of Parthiaur. Ballista in the front, just to lure them to come to us. And then archers in the center. We do have a lot of them. And they only have one. I feel bad for them. Now let's see here. I'm thinking a wall of halberdiers supplemented with a shield wall of Rosadan footmen. There you go. They use warriors to flank around, as well as one of these. And then let's see, you guys to be the left flank. Really wish I had some cavalry, but that's okay. There we go. Make sure you're not skirmishing. Yeah, I think we're good. Are you going to make a move, or you're just going to take a position? You want that hill, don't you? Even though you only have one archer unit. Fine by me, buddy. Fine by me. Anyway, let's already move in aggressively. Let's run so the archers are in position a little bit sooner, in case they try anything funny. Where are you? What are you thinking? What's going on in that brain of yours? What kind of units do you have? There's your general. Okay, interesting. It's a very peculiar positioning. Just to make sure I don't rout them too quickly. Because of course, again, we don't have any cavalry to run them down. Make up your mind. Are you going to hold that position, or are you going to keep pulling back? Do let me know. Because I'm not in the mood to give chase for half an hour. That's just not very entertaining. Keep moving, laddies. I probably shouldn't be running you. Nah, you'll warm up a little bit, right? Get the heart beating. the lungs pumping. Okay, this positioning is not what I want. That's what I like about newer Total War games, we can just tell them to move 10 paces forward, for example. Alright, can you fire? You can fire, and that should be enough to lure them to come to us. Then our archers will also rain hell upon them. And Reavers and Raiders are highly susceptible to missiles. And then when they get too close, well, my infantry will just hold them off with relative ease. Should be fine. Just fire away. It's not about getting kills, it's about luring them to us. But if they really don't want to attack me, then it is all about kills. Oh, your general's the Warg. Just imagine how cool a unit of Uruk-hai Warg Riders would look. I think Reforged has it. But, Divide and Conquer doesn't, they only have the standard Warg units. But just imagine all these guys, or just all of these guys looking like that. Okay, he's not doing anything. So I'm just kind of obliterating a unit then. Poor guys. Just imagine being that guy knowing you're about to die. Okay, maybe not. That guy is a good guardian angel. Okay, really, you're still not moving? Alright, I'll just use up all my ammo with the ballista and then push forward with the archers. If you really want to play like that, I will happily oblige. Seriously, AI. Poor guys. Is this what it feels like to be a Russian soldier in Stalingrad? Well, you guys can leave the battlefield as far as I care. You are the heirs of Númenor indeed. Alright, let's push forth. Where are you going? Fight me. You're invading my lands. This is much more of a defense than it really is an attack. You were so close to attacking Kirithiaur. I'm beating you back and you're like, oh no, never mind. Where are you going? Are you drunk? It's not even Christmas yet. And again, Isengard did have a big supply of pipeweed and other stuff. Even found some Ar-Adûnâim Kush in there as well. Alright. I shouldn't be wasting all my ammo on those guys alone. Okay, please come in. Fight me! Do something! Oh, once in your brain-dead lives. Alright. And now I only expect you to die a most horrible, painful death. Did you say Gimmelcard? It's Gimmelchad, you fool. You heathen! How dare you call him Gimmelcard? Only his mother calls him Gimmelcard. Alright. You want to charge him at the wargs? I welcome you to try. He's doing it. I think he's doing it. Is he doing it? Oh, he is doing it. No? He's kind of having some doubts. I understand. Alright. Pull out of there. These Reavers. There's a lot of them though. That is a bit of a problem. There is a lot of them. Just need to make sure we attack quick enough. 2% for 12% is quite decent. The Reavers are good in the offense, but their defensive stats leave much to be desired. I'm going to kill their captain a little bit too quickly. That's a shame, because that means the rest of the army might rout too fast. Which I don't want. I want to kill at least 85% of these Dick Twizzlers. Alright, boys. The archers will probably get the most kills instead of captives, which is quite good. Move over! The left flank is defending, which means the right flank will have to... Yeah, they're already routed. Oh, God. We just caused too much fear because we have too many warriors. They're gonna rout, aren't they? Yeah, but the warriors are gonna rout. At least those guys will come back, no doubt about it. 7% for 40% is quite impressive considering, again, I don't have cavalry in this army. Come on, Izzy, it's turn 100 and close to 60. And you still lack cavalry in some of your armies. What the hell are you doing, man? Disgrace is what it is. Almost as disgraceful as Anakin being granted a seat on the council, but not the rank of Jedi Master. Sorry. It still hurts my soul to think about it. Yeah, but we need to get 85%, which we are not getting, unless maybe we back off now. Is that an option? Ah well, I can chase him to the ends of the earth, no biggie. This army will lead an attack into the lands of Gident and surrounding areas, so it's alright. Even if the sun don't shine. Okay. Don't need to worry about those guys, right? Yeah, just run them down. The Elves units do get a speed boost, so there is that. Maybe. Some of them are coming back, which is good. We're getting 70%, that's pretty decent. It's no 85, but you might still hit it. Just make sure you encircle them, so they can't run anywhere. 77. Yeah, that's a big cluster. Okay, now the battle's officially done. We still need to get 4%. I have my doubts. You have to be chasing them, buddy. You're chasing, right? Yeah, you're faster, which is great. 82, 83, 84. Never say never. Those guys are pretty fast. Okay, our general's still catching up. 85 it says, so as long as the game's not lying to me, we'll just get a couple more. Just to be on the safe side of things. Oh yeah, we should be comfortably over the necessary threshold for this army to just be obliterated. Which is perfect. I love it. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Okay, I think that's good enough. Let's see here. 87%, beautiful. And we have lost 7%, or 186, for well over 2,000 kills, and this entire army should be gone. Captain Rongu, I'm sorry to have wronged you, but, well, you just had to die, eh? Now the Tariq killing 197 seems to be the most. Pretty good stuff. Okie do, execute them. No regrets there. Can you guys keep the peace in Kirithiaur without the governor? Governor? If I put like one unit there. You happy? No, you're very unhappy. That's a shame. I'll leave him there for just a little bit longer so I can retrain them, but I want to use these units to attack north pretty soon. Tharagrondos being a bit of a poopy pants as well. That's okay. We have the Gimel Chad. Conqueror of Barad-dûr joining the fray once more. And Nimruzid with a full stack as well. Okay, yeah, I'm not really too concerned. Anyway, let's start by taking down Captain Shakur. Shakura. Do his hips lie? I'm not quite sure, but his army is not that impressive. Some beast slayers, just a lot of infantry, nothing crazy. We don't have cavalry, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we do have just incredibly strong units. Like, this is some top tier elite Ar-Adûnâim shit right here. So I don't think it'll be too difficult. Let's just take him out so we don't have to worry about him invading our lands in the rear. Still a bit worried about Luin, but he's pretty much the last of his kind. And then we can use this army. Yeah, should be fine. Alright, let's jump in there. Here we are. Isengard is swiftly approaching its end. They were a tough foe though. They kept on coming and coming and coming. It was very, very, very tough to deal with them, but hey, it's almost over. Alright, catapult. I don't have to put you in front like I have to with your ballista friends, because you can fire in an arc, which is quite nice. Okay, I think you guys will be my defensive line. Pretty decent. And then the Narduzigar, supplemented with the Ar-Adûnâim Armsmen, will be my flanking force. Okay, I mean a true top tier Númenorian army would of course still have more Naru units, which I currently don't have any, but this is still pretty damn advanced stuff. They do have a bit of a hill advantage, but we have a range advantage anyway. Even if we don't have steel bows, we still have superior bows. And also catapults. Orc fighters. I don't think any of these guys have that good morale, so it should be alright. Dunlanding horsemen. They can be a little bit poopy. Yeah, let's just whittle down that entire army just by ranged. We're not known for our ranged skills, but they don't disappoint. Not at all. Okay, he's returning fire. You and which unit? Beastly. Oh, okay, that was my guy. I was a little bit worried there. Right, he doesn't have a catapult. That was entirely me. Let's see if we can disable his ballista, because otherwise they're gonna probably do a lot of damage. Uruk Reavers, fired on them. Win the game. There's his ballista. Alright, sally out the soldiers, why not? We are just better than you in every regard. Move out. General, you can be aggressive. Ooh-wee. That is quite unfortunate. That is quite unfortunate. Orkan Spearguard. Good luck. Alright, get those Dunlanding horsemen. That's their general, right? No, it is not. I thought it would be their general, but it's not. Alright, keep fighting. You're doing some good work out there, buddy. There's Dunlanding horsemen that are just surprisingly tanky for whatever reason. Alright, 2% for 27%. My hand was a little bit shaky there for a moment. Not sure why that is. Might be the cocaine in my veins. No, I'm kidding. Oh, well. Watch YouTube just to disable my channel because I said cocaine. No. Okay, Beastlier seems to be the general. That seems to be the guy. Okay, these guys are actually kind of being annoying. I wanted to kill these Dunlanding horsemen a lot quicker. I thought they'd die a lot quicker. I can't imagine. 11 defense isn't actually terrible. I thought they'd be worse than that. Alright, the Reavers are running. Great. Pikes, you can just push in a little bit. Be a naughty, naughty boy. Coal for you. And coleslaw for thee. And that is not a punishment, my friends. Oh no. Alright, you guys. Finish them off. It is over. They just don't know it yet. The other lines are crumbling hard. Ballista actually racking up some kills. But so be it. That is my punishment for not having nearly enough cavalry. I really need to bring just more and more and more cavalry. And I need to take a look at Dol Amroth in a moment just to make sure that I'm not missing out on any units of theirs. If I'm missing out on Amrothian squires, well, then that is a big miss. Alright, surround them, kill them, get 85% please, which will be difficult. That's the benefit of the Azrazair, man. They're not cavalry, but, well, they're the next best thing. Okay, lots of them are running. Even the Orthanc Guard are running. My god. They've just always been disappointing, haven't they? And to think I was scared of these units at one point. Huh. Captain Shakur. Oh baby, when you talk like that, you make an Ar-Adûnâim go mad. Okay, Ballista's still alive. That's not gonna put us over 85%, I'm afraid. Unless our archers can. 83%. So close, I can feel it. We are trying to give chase. They're not the fastest bunch. Yeah, I know they are. But we need to get 85%. Come on, block him, block him, block him. That's the one. That's what I needed. 84. Good. Not good enough. It says 85, but I know better than just that first number. Always wait for the second number. I think I'll have to. Come on. Come on. Just move wide, move wide. Get a couple more. Every little guy counts. Now it has been brought to my attention that in case of rebel armies, 85% doesn't actually matter. You just need to win and then they're gone. Which is a pretty big relief actually. That's pretty useful stuff to know. Especially with regards to the Elder Scrolls series as well as the 10k Rune campaign livestream. You'll see what I mean. In due time. Alright, stop fighting. 88%. We should be over 85 then. 85 on the dot. Beautiful. 146 for an army of 2.1k. That is gone. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 252 by the Nardu Tariq, even if we friendly fired them like crazy. And it seems that West Emnet has finally been cleared of Uruk-hai. Good job. And let us execute the remnants. There you go. Get out of here. Autodrift belongs to us. If only this army could reach Ar-Zabathan. Yeah, this army I don't think will attack any settlements along the way. They just really want to get back to their homeland because they are very far removed from it. We do need to prepare for the Elves. I think they're gonna attack us relatively soon from Dornorak. So yeah, we could retrain these units, or I can just train better ones. Let's do a combination of both. And let us make sure we have extra recruitment slots to that. That's quite crucial. Edrican, we can also just start expanding that. Same with Karazgalathon. We want to turn those settlements against the Elves as soon as we can. So more culture is appropriate. Yeah, you guys would love to retrain all of you. And I think we can also just use the same forces once they're replenished to go attack the dwarves. Seems like a good plan. Right, dwarves? Ooh, Khazad-dûm is just completely undefended. It actually cost me that many forces to go for it. Interesting. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, anyway. Well, I need to protect Folberg. I also need to protect Ar-Zabathan. I can't afford to lose either of those settlements. I do have some new troops coming in. Actually, quite decent troops. Those are very good units. Just need to get them to the right place in the right time and get more cavalry for damn sure. More culture in Ginead. Okay, so... let's see. Do I have a spy somewhere around here? I should, right? Yeah. How about you tell me what this army consists of exactly? Trash, trash, trash. I really don't need much to get rid of it. And what does this army consist of? Trolls and trash. That would be an awful name for a band. Trolls and trash. So I'm thinking we have units here.
Yes, my lord.
I'm thinking get the main army to Ar-Zabathan and then just send a very small army to take or defend Foldberg. And to defend the Foldberg, I think I'll take that tiny unit of Rohirrim, some Azra-Zair warriors, and these Nardubawib. I think that's... or I could just park them as a reinforcement stack. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea. And then I can use Adunabel to take down Captain Mugrish, which will arguably not be an easy fight, but we should be okay. Just try to snipe the trolls with the ballista and just defend for the most part. Yeah, the other units aren't that scary. We do have cavalry as well, so we should be alright. Okay, here we go. There we go. Is that Helm's Deep in the distance? Beautiful. Wow. I didn't know this was a battle map. Huh. That's awesome. I wish this was also a custom battle map on custom matches or multiplayer matches. That would be cool. Because we're not actually fighting in Helm's Deep. The red border is right here, but we're fighting with Helm's Deep as a background, which is pretty cool. And it should also be the spot where the reinforcements come from, but Well, we all know that the game loves to bug out with reinforcements sometimes, so God knows from which hellhole they'll spring forth. But that's completely fine. He says doubtingly. Okay, let's get the halberdiers as a front line. Supplemented with militia and footmen. You guys, flanking force. Our flanking force is pretty pathetic, I will admit. Our entire army is pretty pathetic. Okay, they are coming from... Wait, what? Yeah, I think it's a case of them bugging out. It says they're coming from there. Either way, it's going to take them forever to arrive. Those are frigging trolls of the White Hand, because he got the armor upgrade. Rapadoo, that's very scary. And these units, I don't think will ever arrive. Let's see what the game says they are. Okay. They're behind the deep... Oh my god, camera! What the fuck? They're behind the deeping wall. How are they supposed to reach me? I think I already found out why they don't use this as a custom battle map. Because it's bugged the hell out. This is my face when I saw those units entering past the deeping wall. Well, that is just absolute trash. Actually, the Reavers really are the best target just because they die so fast to missiles and they're so scary in melee. Just need to try and secure a cavalry advantage and then we can finish this off. It's a shame we haven't hit any trolls yet. Oh no, we hit one. We hit one. Okay, archers. Pull back. Pull back. And they're dry firing. I thought I told you to pull back. Okay, that took forever, but my timing was still good. Oh, look at the trolls of the White Hand. They run so funny when it's their low poly models. Okay, pull back. These trolls are absolutely going to wreck my ass. I'm absolutely considering just sending in my cavalry prematurely. Just to try and snipe some of them. Okay, we can flank these guys. The army's behind the deeping wall. I have no idea how they're going to get to me. Will shield wall work against trolls? I really don't know. Oh crap, ballista, get out of there. That's a lot of baddies, man. Crap. Please be the general. If that's the general... No, it's not the general. Crap. Cavalry. I think this is a loss, to be honest. I was really counting on those reinforcements. Unless they can glitch through the deeping wall, which they still might, to be honest. Decent cav charge, but pull back right away. I don't know where they're going. I really can't tell. I think the game's trying to let them walk through. Okay, the trolls are going down. Good, beautiful. This is starting to work out. This mess of a battle might still just turn into our favor. Cavalry, I think, did a good job whittling down their hit points because they started dropping a whole lot. Yeah. This is fantastic. It's costing me some... Why are you guys dying so fast? They're just orc fighters, you know? Oh, is it because you're in guard mode? I think it is. So I think those trolls are toast, which is fantastic. Oh my god! It's a kind of magic! I've seen a lot of things in this game, but this is definitely a first. They're just walking through the deeping wall. Why didn't you think of that, Isengard? Trying to blow it up. So uncivilized. Just walk through it. What are you doing? They're taking forever to arrive, though. That's okay. That is all right. Destroying the Dunneling pikes, which is great. Their morale is going to be shooketh when we charge in the rear. Suck on my cavalry, or please don't actually. Just make sure my general doesn't die, which he might. So let's give him some support. Come on, you can do it. That was my mental support. I'll send them some physical support as well in terms of horses. Doing a beautiful charge there. Routing the orc fighters. Routing the... Oh, thank you. I had to repeat that for a moment there. You were having some doubts about it, but no, you are routing. As the crossbows desperately give chase. And as they continue to glitch through the deeping wall. Fantastic. Alright, run in there. You might still prove somewhat useful. Get in there. There's still more enemies to kill. My general is still a little bit in danger. Those crossbows I don't think are going to rout. Alright, push through the pikes. You guys push those reavers aside so our main line can join our flank. Either way, this was a pretty big army to kill. And now we've freed up Ar-Adûnâim, which does mean we can send out or train more troops there as well, which is pretty necessary actually. Alright, you guys come in there. Rohan, you guys are absolute legends, even though that was a pretty pitiful charge. Yes, stop those crossbows. Silence those crossbows! Even if the sound they make is quite satisfying. It's not satisfying when you're on the receiving end of it. Rather be on the other side. Beautiful charge. That is what I like to see, and that should rout them as well. Yep. There we have it. Oh, look at that. He's actually trying to meet my forces. Wunderbar. Tumbling trash is out of there. I don't think we can rout the archers, because archers are actually good against cavalry in this mod. Peculiar. General's still in trouble, but he's surviving. Just a matter of mopping up now. I think this episode will put me above the 3 kill death ratio. We're teetering on the edge of it at the end of last episode, so I think this should be enough. 85% shouldn't be too much of a trouble with our cavalry. A beautiful battle. Okay, what's left? Those trolls of the White Hand died actually very fast. Whole lot faster than anticipated. I think the shield wall actually worked out. But don't quote me on that, I'm really not sure. I'm just trying to think of a reason why they died so quick. It could have been the cavalry just willing down a lot of their health, but I don't know. I do cav charges a lot against trolls, because I think it's the best way to deal with them. But then I get a lot of comments saying, oh, your cavalry actually did nothing and just died against the trolls. So I'm not even sure if it's that effective. I don't know. I'm just grasping at straws at this point. Alright, get rid of those archers with surprisingly high morale. There we go. Finish them off. Finish them off. 90%. Liberation of Ar-Adûnâim as well as the troops inside. They can now join us. We should still have more than enough forces to, for now, defend the Eisen and soon push them out of there. Beautiful! Alright, let's exit the battle. 431 casualties, a little bit more than I would have liked, but killing an army of 1.9k is pretty damn worth it. 178 Condor, that's pretty good. 219 Rohirrim, with only... how many troops did they have? Like, they started with like around 40 or something, nothing too impressive. So that's a very good result. Nice. And there we have it. Execute them. Get out of here. This is my fort. And then let's get these guys. Let's merge them. And send the best of the best to the front line with Adûnâim. And he can still join this guy, Captain Tariq Magan. I'll park you there for now. And start training new units here. Oh yes, more catapults as well. We love those. Good, 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 good. I could get a conscription camp here. Wouldn't be bad, actually. Let's go for it. I think I can keep the peace still. Most of my happiness is... oh, it's law. Never mind. I don't think I can keep the peace then. Let's get an arch, or let's get a Dark Temple. And then let's take a look at Dol Amroth, as I mentioned before, if we can train some new units there. We already have a couple. Oh, we're training a lot of units here, actually. Okay, beautiful. So, I'm going to round off the video here, I think. Yeah. But in the next turn, or the next episode, Corondai should fall. We also have more troops coming in to take the fight towards Gizelcum. Doomstack will pop up soon. I also, again, keep forgetting to move my watchtower boys over and over. That's okay. The land is starting to get filled in slowly but surely. Pop, there you go. So that's going pretty good. I do have more forces. This is a pretty scary army moving towards Sedagost that I do want to use to push against Mordor, and maybe even as an extension. Oh, these units need retraining so badly. Is that an actual retrain? That is an actual retraining. Look at that. Can I retrain this guy as well? No. Shame. Yeah, all these guys need retraining. Whatever. We'll keep sending over more forces that will then push against Mordor, that is stationed right here. I think they hold Mataram, right? The beauty of having all the Palantir. No, they don't hold Mataram, they hold Oibamari with barely any forces. Khand has taken Amukand as well as Torlutza Khan, which is pretty good. Harad at the moment only holds Kizilkum, Korondai for now, and Siakan. So they're on the verge of falling. Maybe I'll just kill Kand real quick as well, just to have their territory. And then we'll take Mordor as well, which means we control the entire south, and I don't have to worry about any counterattacks ever again in the south, so I don't even have to leave any garrisons there. And then we can just move up from there. We only have to push in one direction. We also have, of course, the Gimmelchad moving in very soon, fighting against Captain Nuzul, cleaning him up, then pushing in the direction of Karaz, Bregnas, Londangren. He'll mop up all these settlements, along with his buddy here, Nimruzir. And then for now we'll hold the Eisen, we'll try to hold Angranost as well against the inevitable Doomstag that's gearing up for a fight. We should be able to hold that. Clean up Foldberg and then push towards like Eisenrun Durwith. They're really running out of troops. I see an army at Eisenrun, I see their army here, I see a pretty meh army there. Then there's of course the army of Rochburg. I'm not sure if they'll even make it home in time before we mop them up. And I see an army here, and that's actually it. All the other settlements are just completely undefended. Oh, there's an army here as well, right. So, yeah, as soon as those are mopped up, that's the end of Isengard. And then I guess our next strongest or scariest foe would be Dalnant, just in terms of size. Although I do notice that most of their border settlements that border us, or are about to border us, are completely undefended. I've got a couple armies, but they're all north. They don't even have that many armies, to be honest. So they're already fighting too many fronts at the same time. They're trying to take Mithlond, which shouldn't work out for them, I don't think. So, not too scared of them. Okay. Well, there's that. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Episode 40 is quite a landmark. And with that said, I hope to catch you all soon for episode number 41. Bye-bye, lads.